we will be free. For when the rising tide is turned in every London quarter, Parliament comes crashing down with Robert's Rules of Order.
Okay. You want some? No?
February the 2nd.
All right.
And we might ask this one more than once because it is Groundhog Day.
Is February the 2nd Groundhog Day?
Yes.
Oh, that's no bueno.
However, Bill Murray's not here. Except as... Oh, this is a Sunday one. Okay, so it's not... this isn't even a question, it's a discussion. Except as authorized in the bylaws, the business of an organization or board can be validly... I wish they would not put this in full justification. It makes reading it so damned hard because the spaces go from here to wide.
First world problems.
Yeah, no kidding. Except as authorized in the bylaws, the business of an organization or board can be validly transacted only at regular or properly called at a regular or properly called meeting. God, they didn't even write this correctly. That is, as defined on pages 81 and 82, a single official gathering in one room or area, or of the assembly of its members at which a quorum is present.
Okay.
Now, the reference is not page 81 and 82. The reference is page 97.
So basically all it is saying is you can't... There needs to be some kind of notice that there's going to be a meeting at which business will be conducted.
Oh, this is talking about electronic meetings.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I mean, wait, what you talking about, Willis?
The reference is 97, 9 to 14.
Okay, let's see. But what's the front thing say again?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's still, it's referencing electronic meetings using the principles of a regular meeting.
Right.
Which email does not satisfy, which is why Roberts discourages.
Well, it technically can be done, but I can tell you from experience, it's a clusterfuck.
Clusterfuck. A chaotic situation where everything seems to go wrong. It is often caused by incompetence, communication failure, or a complex environment. Clusterfuck synonyms: car crash, cf. Charlie Foxtrot, cluster foxtrot, comedy of errors, debacle, dysfunction, fiasco, fubr, goat rope, imbroglio, omniscibles, quagmire, snfu, train wreck. clusterfuck.
Because you're faced with the problem of, okay, if you wanted to follow Roberts to a T, and we tried this in California, okay, and it was a pain. Okay, you would have a motion being made and seconded. You'd have to have a time frame for the motion to be seconded, otherwise it would die. Then you have to start a fresh clock for discussion, and then you would have and then if there is a motion to amend that clock stops, and a motion to amend.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous.
Yeah, you wind up with this stacked time going all over the darn place, which is insane.
And while it may...
And that's before you ever get to a vote.
Yeah. And while in some kind of form that would comply, it still doesn't have the dynamic of the back and forth.
It does not.
Right.
It does not. And then when you get to the vote, you still have the point where the period of time for the voting, but people still will weigh in with opinions and crap while the voting is still going on. Now, one of the problems we have in Colorado for electronic voting is that there has been an effort lately to say once a majority has voted for a motion that all of a sudden it's declared passed. That's not correct.
They've done that?
Yes, they have.
I didn't notice that because people can change your vote as long as the window's still open.
That's exactly correct. And you cannot assume that once their vote is cast, that so when they win, they can't change their vote, because they can.
Right.
So,
Until the chair calls the results.
which is when the clock is expired, or
Or everyone has voted.
or everyone has voted and there's no indication of changing their vote. Whoops, microphone.
Uh-oh. Pulled the whole thing. Sorry. Ah, where'd my ball go?
Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties.
Where's I lost my ball again.
I didn't say that.
Let's move this back. Sorry. But where's... Oh my god.
Follow the cord.
Okay, there's that. But... Oh, here it is.
Oh, you found it?
It was on my boob.
I didn't say that.
My ball was sitting on my boob.
I didn't say that either.
All right. Come on now. I can't get it on. That's what she said. All right. All right, here we go. What's going on up there? Okay.
Where's your clip?
I don't have a clip.
I thought you did.
No, I don't have a clip. But I need a cigarette now.
Was it good for you?
It was very good for me. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. Were we done?
We were talking about your ball and your boob.
Yeah, my balls and my boobs. So the meeting. Oh, the electronic meeting.
Yeah.
There we go. We're back on track.
Yeah, because there could be a case where people want to change their vote, or if there's a point where it's going to pass no matter what happens, like say you get a guaranteed 2/3 or whatever. But until that point, the voting's open, you can change it.
I haven't been paying attention, to be honest with you, to the Colorado email.
Now, one of the things that can happen, and this is a better way to do it electronically, besides doing something like a Zoom meeting, is you can say, okay, we're going to discuss this and figure this out for ourselves up to a certain point, and then we're taking the vote, or bring up the vote at the next in-person meeting, which is actually the best way to approach it. Discuss it over email, bring up the vote in person, and then go from there. And then you're meeting the needs of having it in a valid way, but you're also getting work done in advance, which saves time.
So basically, they're saying whether electronic or in person, as long as it's a single gathering in one room, which could be an electronic meeting room,
I have a dog to scratch down here.
or area, then which a quorum is present is a valid meeting, and you need to have what they call it, asynchronous oral communication. Alrighty, that was our discussion for Sunday. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Drink to that. Oh God.
Bloomberg, suck it.
There we go.
Oh, careful.
Fever! Let's hear the opposition side. Like a stubborn donkey's bray. All opposed? You say nay. Opposed! Opposed! The motion carries anyway.